back to another episode of Camp Confidence.
Conversations about confidence, self improvement, and success between two Filipino entrepreneurs on two different journeys.
I am Ayn BERNOS, the founder of Morena the Label.
And I am Rizza LANA-SEBASTIAN, the founder and CEO of LANA PH and Mink PH.
For today's episode, we are talking about how to reset.
Yeah, exciting. Ang dami nating questions today, Ayin. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Sobrang daming, apparently, ang dami ditong gusto ng motivation advice, relationship advice,
Yes.
etc. I'm so excited. But before we start that discussion, let's start off with our wins of the week. How are you doing this week, Riza?
I'm great. Thank you. Although what do you call this? Nag-fulfill pa rin kami ng orders ngayon. Parang mas extra dami ngayon. Thank you, Lord. And thank you so much, everyone, for the support.
I
But
love it.
yeah, one of my wins siguro this week was I had a 5-day meditation streak.
Wow!
So, 5 consistent days akong nakapag-meditate and sobrang sarap. Alam mo yun, kahit sobrang physically tired ka, at the beginning of my day, I make sure na at least kahit 10 minutes man lang, I keep it to myself na parang kaming dalawa muna ng sarili ko for meditation and konting calm before the storm. So,
You use the Calm app, diba?
yes, I do. Ayun.
I need to go back to that kasi tumigil ako sa headspace. But I should. I really should.
Yeah. Ikaw naman, what's your win this week?
My win for the week. Oh, I'm so proud. So I finally figured out my dark chocolate chip cookie recipe. Yes, who's a
Love it.
baker? I'm a baker. Kasi, so I have a very specific preference for cookies. Gusto ko like chunky, tapos chewy. Tapos hindi ako masyado fan ng, alam mo yung skinny, crispy
Ay,
cookies.
yeah. Oo, ako din.
So, gusto ko talaga siya makuha. Tapos yung once, isang beses lang ako nakatikim ng gano'n na gustong-gusto ko. Tapos I wanted to recreate it. So I've been tweaking recipes. Tapos finally this week, I made it happen. Because I had it for breakfast. Ang saya-saya
Ay,
ko talaga.
sarap. With coffee. Oh my God.
Yes, yun yung kinain ko today. So, pagka wala ng ECQ, papatikim ko sa inyo ang aking dark chocolate chip cookies. Also, tawag ko sa kanila emotional dark chocolate chip cookies.
I love it.
Kasi may madaming feelings.
With so much love and emotions.
Mhm.
So anyway, that being said, let's dive right into this week's topic, how to reset your life.
Ay.
Again. So yun, how do we define resetting ba? What does that mean to you, Ayin?
Ako, that means to me, when you want to start from scratch, yung parang sobrang gulong-gulo ka na, and then you wanna hit the reset button, alam mo yun, kahit na wala tayong ganun in real life, pero if we had that choice, diba? So we can start over, start with a blank slate, ganyan. So parang maybe a change in our routine, maybe that's a reset. What about you?
Yeah, it can also be as simple as reorganizing your room or as deep as an entire life reset, di ba? Yung parang
Yes.
tatanungin mo yung sarili mo, am I doing something right now towards my goals? Mga ganong questions.
Reevaluation.
Evaluation, correct.
But how do we know when we need a reset finally?
Ako, for me, I know if I needed to press the reset button kapag when I feel like I'm in a slump or when I feel anxious or kapag lagi akong antok or tired. O kaya
Yeah.
parang feeling ko magkakasakit ako, ganun. Parang, no, hindi to tama. I need to do a reset. Ikaw ba?
Ako pagka I have days when I don't want to get out of bed and I don't have the motivation to go about my day when it's like, this is a normal thing. This is my normal life, and I chose this life. So why don't I enjoy doing this? Parang ganun. So that makes me want to pause and reevaluate. Like, what am I actually doing? What can I do to improve this situation? So that's how I know.
When was your last reset?
last week, funnily enough, after our last episode,
Mhm.
'di ba? Yun yung as in wala akong ginawa for a whole week after the productivity episode, and then I had the most unproductive week of my life.
Mhm.
And then I was like, okay, I need to hit a reset. And actually, that I texted you, sabi ko, can we do an episode about resetting next
Right.
week? Because I
Oo.
think I need it. So yun. So I did a reset this week. I purged my laptop of files I don't need. Tapos,
Sarap.
sobrang dineclutter ko yung, etong desk na to, like, I dineclutter ko yung desk ko and yung laptop ko. Tapos, nakahinga ako ng mabuti. Tapos, parang, ready na ako ulit to try again.
Yes,
What
love
about
it.
you? When was the
Ako
last one?
naman, in a perfect world, I always try to reset my life weekly.
I love it.
So,
Yes.
kasi, ano ba, I'm the kind of person who thrives in being organized.
I
So,
can see that.
so, kasi ang daming ganap sa buhay, 'di ba? So, kailangan parang it's a must for me to reset and be organized. So
Mm-hmm.
first is I reset my space. Ganyan. So I try to clean, I try to get rid of all the clutter. Tsaka, I'm such a tita that cleaning relaxes me. And yeah, and
True.
I know na pag maayos yung bahay, my mind's clear, and I can work really well, ganyan. Tapos, ayun, I reset my mind as well. I do yoga, meditation, journaling. Oh my gosh, this sounds so cliche, pero it actually works eh.
I have a question.
Oh,
Are you consistent when you do that? Kasi ako, parang I have phases na I do yoga, meditation, everything. And then, boom, slump. Tapos
mm,
parang 1 week, 2 weeks na wala. And then it's
mm.
hard to get back on track.
It,
Do you experience that?
yes, definitely. May mga ganun talaga and it's perfectly normal. Pero kasi I know within myself na if I do those, magiging okay yung feeling ko eh, na parang yun na yung, para siyang magsa-start yung engine for my
Mm-hmm.
productivity, ganun. So, parang I just know myself na kapag yun yung ginawa ko,
Mm-mm.
magiging okay ako. Ewan ko sa iba, but that's just me.
Okay, I have another question. Talagang
Hmm.
inaano ko to for myself, for my own sake.
Go.
Did it take you time to get to that level? Kasi ako, parang I feel like I've been worse when I was younger. Pero now, I feel like I've gotten better but not that much better. Parang feeling ko I still need to practice the consistency.
Mhm.
Ganun ka
Yeah,
ba? Or like, were you born like that?
of course not. As in, sobrang kalat kong tao before.
Okay.
As in, lahat ng thoughts is just everywhere. Kumbaga, I don't know how to organize. Lagi akong pinapagalitan ng mom ko pag magulo yung kwarto ko. Pero, yun nga, when I tried doing it one step at a time, mahirap din talaga siya to stay consistent. But you have to be, ano ba, you have to be mindful and always remind yourself of the feeling. Ano ba yung feeling mo pag nagme-meditate? Ano yung feeling mo after? Ano yung feeling mo kapag you poured your heart into journaling? Ganon. What's your feeling after a nice workout?
Okay.
So
See,
yun, yun yung pinaka, that's what keeps me going, na parang, oh my God, 1 second sobrang tamad na tamad ako, ayokong bumangon. It's 9 a.m. and I don't want to meditate and journal early in the morning. But I remind myself na parang, oh my gosh, after 30 minutes of this, magiging clean yung mind ko. Ganon. So,
I
yeah.
need to do that. Yeah, and I think I need to practice and also remind myself of the feeling because I'm always happiest when I'm productive. I'm always happiest when everything's organized and clean. But then also sometimes, alam mo yun, like things get the better of me and
Right.
I tend to forget what it feels like. So, okay, great tip. I love that. Okay, now, because we have so many questions that we're gonna have
Oh,
to
yeah.
talk about today, we're diving right into our community questions. So, yeah, if you guys want to be part of it, you can follow us on Instagram. My Instagram is Ayin BERNOS, and Riza's
Is
is,
at Rizza Lana.
yeah, so you can message us, DM us anytime.
Yep.
Also, join our Facebook group. It's facebook.com/groups/Camp Confidence. All right, for our first question via Instagram from Anonymous. How to move forward after discovering what you really want to do in life. Ayan.
Ah.
Taking the first step.
Yeah, first of all, this is really exciting. Congratulations,
Mm-hmm.
Anonymous, for finally discovering kung ano
Yes.
talaga yung gusto mo in life. Yun nga, kasi for me, discovering what you really want to do in life takes a whole lot of time. And for me, personally, it took maybe 27 years to realize
Wow.
what I really want to do in life. So, I say, go whatever you need to do. Sobrang exciting na phase to kasi
Mm-hmm.
sobrang fired up ka. Parang finally naisip ko na kung ano ba talagang gusto kong gawin sa buhay. So, yeah, you just go ahead and start doing what you need to do.
Na-inspire ako when you said you found your purpose or like what you wanted to do at 27 after 27 years. Kasi sometimes I feel, well, I'm 25 now.
Uh,
Tapos, lagi ako nasa stress na parang, bakit ako confused? Like,
uh,
I want to do so much stuff, but I don't really know exactly what. So,
uh,
okay.
it's
It's
the
nice to know that.
process. It's the
Mm-hmm.
process really. Kasi before, nape-pressure din ako na, oh my God, meron ng mga sa Forbes na parang
I know.
that made it at this age. Tapos parang ako, hindi ko pa rin alam. I'm not successful, ganyan, ganyan. So, but I realized along the way na, again, as cliche as this might sound again, do not compare yourself to anyone's progress. Kasi,
Mm-hmm.
yun nga, mape-pressure ka lang. And, yung ibang successful people and successful entrepreneurs, minsan 40s na sila. And, yun nga, again, you define your own success anyway. So, huwag kayo ma-pressure na hanapin ang purpose in life nyo. It really comes naturally.
Mm-hmm. I guess the first step, siguro ako, I think the first step to everything is putting down your ideas into paper. As in,
Yes,
like, seeing your ideas on paper is really, it makes it a task instead of just a dream.
right.
So I love the planning part of any project. I love planning. As in,
Yes,
I
me
love
too.
setting a timeline, the conceptualization. So if we
Yes.
could start with that, I know everything is kind of difficult right now with the ECQ, but
Mhm.
it's also a great time to actually sit down and plan. So
Mhm.
if you just discovered what you really want to do, this is the perfect time to think about it and plan things. As in, gumawa ka ng Google slide, gumawa ka ng
Ay,
document, gumawa ka ng
yes.
spreadsheet, ng timeline, ng, ay nako, it's gonna be so fun. We're excited for you.
Totoo. Congratulations, Anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
Ayan, so for our next question, it's from For It Is by Art We Trust. For It Is by Art We
I
Trust.
love
Oh my
it.
gosh. Ang question is it better to suppress the sadness or let the body and mind feel the emotion? Ay,
Ay, ay, ay. Ako, I'm a fan of feeling the emotions. Kaya nga,
same.
emotional cookie yung tawag ko dun sa emotion, dun sa recipe. Because you can't fight it. If you fight it, it's gonna come out in much scarier ways. Alam mo yan,
True.
mag-manifest yung emotions mo if hindi mo siya hayaang lumabas naturally. If
Mm-mm.
like, for example, you're very frustrated about something and then you keep telling yourself, everything's okay, everything's fine. Eventually, sasabog ka na lang, tapos, ayun na, you can't control that. So I think it's just
Exactly.
easier to feel things.
Yeah, for me, I agree. Always allow yourself to feel emotions. Na yun nga, sabi nila, I actually read somewhere that pain and sadness changes you so hard, but take that pain and change it into wisdom.
Mm-hmm. Ako yung turning point ko. As in like my personal turning point. Na I think may before and after. Alam mo yun? Like
Ah,
before Christ, after Christ. Yung sa life ko. Before engagement, after engagement. Oh
yes.
my gosh. So for
Mm-hmm.
our listeners who don't know the story, just a simple summary. So at 22, I got into a relationship, got engaged, I moved abroad, and then boom, hindi nag-work out. I had to move back. And then that's when I really had to think about what I wanted to do because I basically left my job, changed my career for this guy, and all of a sudden, what the heck? Like, nawalan kami ng future. So I had to redefine my future. Pero those emotions really pushed me forward. That's how Morena the Label started. That's
But
when
look at
Morena
where
the
you
Label.
are right now. Oh, you are inspiring a lot of people, di ba?
Ayan talaga. The emotions. It can
Ah,
be really good for you or really bad for you. So it's our
mm-hmm.
choice.
Yes.
Okay, our next question is from Ven Sumo. Ayan si Ven, we have two questions from her. But the first one
Ah,
is how to get yourself motivated to do a task. How do you
hmm.
do that?
Ako, yun nga, as kanina nga sabi ko na I always remind myself of the feeling after I did a task. So, yun nga, may mga menial tasks na, oh, nakatamad. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, when you look and remind yourself of your goals and the feelings you'll potentially feel after you reach that goal, yun nga, usually it keeps me going, nakakatanggal siya ng katamaran. Alam mo yun,
Mm-hmm.
parang can you imagine if you finally, um, kumbaga parang ako personally, nai-imagine ko kung ano kayang feeling kapag na-launch ko na tong product na to. Or what would I feel if I finally launched this brand? Ganyan.
Mm-hmm.
So, yun, siguro, yun nga rin yung advice ko. Always remind yourself of the feeling kung ano yung, of the feeling after you did a goal or you tick
Yeah.
on a goal. So,
I love checking things off my checklist.
same.
Pero meron akong days na parang I don't even want to begin.
Mm,
Pero I think if I have a really long to-do list, what I do is I do the easiest one. The
mm,
one na it won't take so much of my energy.
mm,
Halimbawa, I just need to reply to this one email.
yeah,
And then that helps me build momentum.
right.
So if I can't see myself like editing a whole video, then I'll
Mm,
just start with answering my emails. As
right.
simple as that. And if after that I don't feel good enough and still, like I'll take a break, I'll pause, I'll get my coffee. Oh, coffee always
Yes.
helps.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, usually naman okay na ako after that. Once I've had my coffee and na-set ko na yung mind ko na, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how I'm gonna achieve it. Ganyan. That helps me, I think.
Nice. Second question from Ven Sumo. Is it okay to block a friend when she has done something you haven't forgiven for?
The
Kasi,
context.
yes, ang context nito, backstory. Yun, uh, her best friend sent suggestive photos to her boyfriend. Juicy.
Ayan. Juicy. What's your take on that?
Ako, ano
Ganyan
ba?
situation.
Siguro for now, if that helps you, go ahead and block her. Kasi you
Mm.
don't need those toxic people in your life. And then after that, kapag napatawad mo na siya, at kung hindi naman pumatter yung boyfriend mo,
Oo.
basta patawarin mo na lang din sila, forgive them because you're also doing yourself a favor for that.
Mm. Yung
Ikaw,
blocking, I think blocking is a good way to set our boundaries. Parang
totoo.
we tend to overplay social media na parang oh it's so important blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah, and parang to me it's just social media. If you don't want to see it on your feed, then
Exactly.
by all means block it.
True.
Tapos ayun nga, actually, so si Van, she DM'd me a long message, and ayun, if you feel that strongly about it, then I think it's affecting you. It's really affecting you. So if
Oo
it's affecting
naman.
you that much, I think you have to do what you have to do to protect your mental space.
Totoo. Very,
'Diba?
very important. Mm-mm.
If we allow ourselves to be affected by this kind of negativity, especially social media, it's the first thing we see.
Right.
Medyo ang hirap mag-function, ang hirap talaga. So for your own sanity. If you have to do
True.
it, go do it.
Go
Ayan.
ahead.
I hope that helped. DM mo lang ako if you
Right.
need more.
Mm.
From Lian Maria underscore, how to get over, move on, or heal in general. Yes. Yes, mama.
Ako naman, first thing is I try to forgive myself.
Mm-hmm.
Minsan kasi in a situation, you tend to blame yourself for things. And first is you forgive yourself. Next is you forgive the people who hurt you.
Mhm.
Kasi forgiveness and accepting that someone is placed in your life to give you lessons really helps. Kasi,
Yeah.
yun nga, baka mamaya iniisip mo na, oh, why am I getting hurt so much? But, dahil dito sa taong to. And, yun nga, in life, you really have to accept na merong mga binibigay sa ating cards to give us lessons. So,
Mhm. Healing. Ako, that's true. Self-forgiveness is important because oftentimes we can't heal because we can't reconcile with the idea na we could have done better or like
oo.
wala na tayong nagawa about it. Parang sometimes binabalikan natin yung mga moments in life na, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, or
True.
this could have been better if ganito lang ako. Pero kasi these are things in the past na we can't really do anything about anymore. And from that moment, all we can do is move forward and make better choices
Yeah.
or set better boundaries, yung mga ganong stuff. Kasi,
Mhm.
ano eh, wala na. Like, there's no good in dwelling on things in the past na
Exactly.
hindi naman natin maaayos na. So, ako talaga, my number one phrase for healing is make better choices.
Ay, yes,
Yeah, kasi
definitely.
I
Oh.
remember nagsulat ako ng letter sa sarili ko from 2017. I wrote a letter to my 2020 self. As in, I like writing letters to my future self kasi. So I
So,
seal
nabasa
them.
mo na siya now?
Yes, binasa ko siya this
Love
year.
it.
That's basically what I said was, "Hi, dear 2020 Ayin, blah, blah, blah. I'm in Tokyo right now." Tapos, ayun, ang sad-sad ko nung
Oh.
2017. Tapos
Mhm.
yung last sentence na sinulat ni 2017 self. Sabi niya, "I hope you're making better choices in 2020." Boom!
Oh my
'Di ba?
God!
Tapos, nung nabasa
Chills.
ko yun, I was like, I have been making better choices. I've been making better choices for the last 3 years, and I'm proud of it. So, alam mo yun, like, you think at this moment, wala ka pang reconciliation, wala pang answer. Pero, if you work on those little things to forgive yourself and make better choices, even the smallest choices,
Mhm.
pagdating mo 1 year from now, 2 years from now, you'll look back and di mo ma-realize, uy, naka-move on pala ako. Uy, nag-heal
Kinaya ko
pala
pala
ako.
yun.
Kinaya ko pala.
Diba? I need to do that as well. Sige nga, I'll start
You
writing letters to my
should. You should.
future self. Ayun. Super, super love. Ano pa ba? So, ang next question natin ay, it's from It's Ira Marie. How to reset from a failed relationship that is mainly your fault?
Ayan, other way around naman. Mainly your fault.
Ako ganun pa rin eh, forgive yourself pa rin. Kasi
Mm-mm.
this shapes you into a better person, lalo na kapag ikaw nga yung may mali. At least you know for your next relationship, eto na yung notes ko na dapat hindi ko gagawin, or eto yung boundaries ko, or
Mm-hmm.
I should communicate better, ganyan. So, yun, ganun lang din siguro ako. How about you?
Ang hirap ng ano eh, if you always blame yourself. I
Oo.
think, 'di ba, it takes two to tango. So you can't really own everything. I mean, kung nag-fail man your relationship and you keep blaming yourself, there's really not much you can do about it because if it's over, it's really over, then we have to move on. Kasi if we dwell on that, then more than ourselves, parang if we hold on to that person, sila din, kawawa din sila. If we keep holding them back and if we hold
Right.
ourselves back. I think we owe it to ourselves to try to be better and move forward. Ako, pero maybe a practical tip, well, besides self-forgiveness, distract yourself. Parang maybe the reason why you failed your last relationship is there was something lacking in you, and now that you're single, you can work on that. So maybe find a hobby, build your self-esteem, ganyan. Work on yourself. It's so important. It's so important.
And self-awareness is also very important to reevaluate kung ano ba yung nangyari.
Mm-hmm.
Kumbaga, mag-zoom out ka din of the picture na parang ganito yung nangyari because ganito yung ginawa ko.
Mm-hmm. I love that. See, kaya andito si Riza eh. Ayan.
Love it.
Oh, another one from Ven Sumo. Hi,
Mm-hmm.
Ven. So, how can I rekindle my love for writing? Or
Ooh.
maybe in this case, creating anything creative. How do you
Ako,
rekindle your love?
siguro you have to try writing again and remind yourself of how it really felt like when it was your first time to write.
Mm-hmm.
Ano
Mm-hmm.
ano yung saya mo? Ano yung parang, "Oh my gosh, I am in the flow. I am in deep work for writing." Ano yung na-feel mo nun? Sobrang na-excite ka ba? Na-motivate ka ba to do
Mm-hmm.
more? Ganyan. So, ako naman usually ganun eh, when I wanna do something, kumbaga go back to doing something, like exercise, for example. I have been, um, ano ba, putting off workout for a while. Yoga lang ako ng yoga, pero yung talagang HIIT
Yeah,
or
yeah.
buhat, ganyan. Um, Nakakatamad talaga sa umpisa. Oh my gosh, this is where it starts. But you just
Mm-hmm.
really have to, ano ba, pilitin mo lang yung sarili. Ganun talaga,
Yeah.
napaka-practical eh, no? Pilitin mo lang sarili mo na gawin ulit. And yung brain mo, mawawire din siya into, oh, ito pala yung feeling nun before.
Mm-mm.
Ito pala yung feeling nung nag-workout ako. Ganun. So,
Yeah. Tsaka I think the perspective rin, like we always think something is a task and something is, a burden. If you really love it and you want to do it, you need to start thinking about it as something that you're lucky you get to do. So
right.
exercise is not punishment for your body, it's rewarding your body.
Exactly.
Writing is not a task, it's allowing your thoughts to flow. So if you love writing, journal, go back to journaling.
Mhm.
You don't have to create something so profound immediately. You just have
Right.
to let your thoughts out.
Mhm.
So take a short time of day every day, like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Write your thoughts down, let it flow, and then eventually you'll find yourself looking at writing not as something you used to do, but it's just a passion. It's just something
Mhm.
that you can do if you choose to do it.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Love it. So, from our next question, it's from Janice Kwa. Ay,
I love
tama ba
I
yan?
love it. Jamie Sequa.
Janie Sequa. Sana tama. So, I'm studying a new language. My progress is slow, which is making me less motivated. Any tips?
Oh. Ay, ayan. Nag-ano ka ba? Are you learning any languages or...
Uh, I I've always wanted to learn French. Pero as in super duper basic French lang.
Mm-hmm.
So, balang
Um,
araw when I allot time for that. Allotting time eh, no? Yun.
mm-mm.
So, balang araw. How
I
about you?
love,
Spanish, right?
yes, Spanish. So, gusto ko talaga originally French. Pero
Oo.
kasi, so I was, do you know Duolingo?
I love that.
Yeah. So I was learning French through Duolingo. Tapos, ano siya, nagdumating sa point na I needed to pronounce stuff. So I was trying to pronounce stuff in French, tapos di ako naiintindihan ni Duolingo. So I was like, okay, I'm learning Spanish from now on.
Kampa.
Je ne sais quoi. Pero I guess, okay, ito yung this is what helped me. I started learning Spanish as a conversational tool as opposed to a language that I needed to learn grammar wise. Kasi ang hirap ng grammar and syntax. It's like going to school all over again.
Right.
Pero ako, I started watching shows in that language. Ay nako, grabe. I'm such a fan of Spanish TV shows, especially Netflix shows. Tapos, I would watch them in Spanish, ganyan. Tapos, anytime I pick up new words, pa-practice ko, pa-pause ko yung show, tapos sasalita ako, ganyan-ganyan, kahit na walang sense. And then, I also love listening to podcasts in
Mhm.
Spanish. So, there's one called Coffee Break Spanish. Ay, nako, mag-enjoy ka dun. As
Okay.
in, like, conversation. Kasi like, going to the market, what do you say? Ganyan.
No
That's
way.
how I learned. And then
Mm.
finally, last tip, kausap ko Google Translate.
Love it.
Yeah, kasi 'di ba
That's a good tip.
merong voice input option. So what I would do is, since I know enough Spanish to construct sentences, so I would do the voice input option. Tapos magsasalita ako in Spanish. Tapos pagka naintindihan ni Google Translate, ibig sabihin tama ako.
Love it.
'Di ba? Ang saya. I think make it fun. I think with anything you want to learn, if you make something fun, it's gonna motivate you because it doesn't have to be, you don't have to excel in everything. You just have
Right.
to enjoy.
Yeah, and you just have to stay consistent. Kasi imagine if you improve 1% every day, you'll get 365% improvement in 1 year.
I
So
love
go.
it.
Go. Kahit
Ay,
it,
nako.
yeah, slow progress is still progress, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, ayan. Uy, our next question is from Eric Buckingham. I love the name. How to stay consistent with self-care? I think you're the expert here, Riza. How do you stay
So,
consistent?
eto na naman yung answer ko. Always remind yourself of the feeling after. Kasi
Mm-hmm.
ganun, personally, yun din talaga eh. Parang, after I do my skincare, what's the result? What will I feel after?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, kahit nakakatamad talaga, ilang X steps routine, what will your skin feel like after? What will you feel like after? Or after your workout? Or after reading a book?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
will you feel accomplished? Will you feel motivated to read more? Diba? Stay consistent. Siguro, very important. Aside from the feeling, yung mga reminders then are really important. Visual reminders. For me, here in front of me is my laptop and my goals for 2020. So whenever I feel like uh, not doing things, I remind myself of the things I see in front of me, like my YouTube goals or my financial goals or my personal goals and health goals. I read them. Kapag tinatamad ako, I just go like this. Tapos
Mm-hmm.
mababasa ko na kasi siya. So, for me, I'm a very visual person. So, visual goals is really important for me. Yeah. And
That's
gusto ko rin
true.
pala i-share, I have a 2028 manifesto because
Ooh.
2018, I wrote myself, parang ano ba, I imagined myself being in 2020 and sinulat ko kung ano ba yung mga meron ako. Ganon.
Wait, okay,
So,
tapos?
yeah, it's called, parang I wrote, hindi siya letter for myself eh. Parang, uh, ano ba siya, hindi letter, parang paragraph or
Mm-hmm.
ano siya na,
Of what it's gonna be like,
what
ganon?
it's gonna be like on 2028.
Oh my gosh! Can you
Yeah.
share a little bit?
Oh, wait lang, ito na. I'll just pull it
Na-excite
up
ako.
for you guys. Wait.
Because it's so important, diba, to actually verbalize what you want to happen.
Totoo. I call it my visual goals.
Oh my
Sabi ko,
gosh.
sige na nga, sasabihin ko na
Go
lahat.
na,
Oh
go
my
na.
medyo mahaba to. So, my visual goals. Dear Riza, I woke up at 5 a.m. to an extremely organized room, sunlight peeping through my full length window. My body is on an ultra comfy white bed we bought from Simmons with a hotel like sheets and pillows. And then my eyes opened, seeing the love of my life next to me, Joshua Sebastian. His eyes are gorgeous as always. I am also on a 365 meditation streak, and I don't actually need the calm up anymore. I meditated, did my daily yoga, and I'm off to cook my family a hearty breakfast. Josh and I successfully runs a zero waste and minimalist household. The kids are doing it with so much gusto. I have 4 kids, 2 girls and 2 boys, one exotic munchkin and one Frenchie. My YouTube channel became so successful with 16 million subscribers
I
and
love
is now
it!
and is now one of my sources of income. Still dumbfounded until now. Ang haba pa nito, one paragraph pa, kaya nyo pa ba
Go
lahat?
lang, go, go, go. I wanna hear it.
So after sending the kids to school plus prep Josh for his conference, I had to quickly check on the IO Empire.
So
uh,
nice.
the HQ now has 500 fairly waged employees and
Yes.
has her own production. Lana PH is now a household name for the best zero waste and sustainable skincare and lifestyle company. We currently employ 1,000 people now and save tons of trash every day. We actually have that technology Cynthia Villar has for upcycling plastic.
What?
Last paragraph. I am now completely debt free. I don't even think about where to get money to pay bills because we now have a steady income from our businesses and speaking engagements. You can do this, love Riza.
That's so, so nice.
Diba? But when you are really, kapag tinatamad ka and you feel like you're in a
mm-hmm.
slump, and when you read this, parang, gusto mo yung medyo naiiyak pa ako ngayon.
Oo, kasi like, you know the kind of life you want to build for yourself.
Mm.
And when you write it down as specifically and as visually as you can, as in, nabubuhayan ka na, right, this is what I am working towards. Like, this is the life I want. And you see that it's possible when you say it out loud. Diba? Parang,
Diba? Every morning when I read this, parang, oh my gosh, let's do this. Seize the day.
ay, ang ganda-ganda. Wait, can I read mine?
Yes, go please. Oh my God, I'm excited for
Okay,
that.
eto. Grabe kasi, as in, parang, wait, na-excite ako. Okay. So, wait lang, natatawa ako. So, yok! Okay, ako
Love
rin.
it. I'll go
Paragraph
na.
din
Push.
siya. Okay, ready, go. Ayin is the CEO of a successful printing company, a clothing line, and her own media brand. She has a team of she has a team of 20 for her printing business, a team of 50 for her clothing line, an editor and producer for her personal media brand. She's a sought after motivational speaker, the first Filipina to be hailed Toastmasters World Champion of Public Speaking. She is also a TED Fellow. She lives in a loft in Ortigas where she stays during the week to stay closer to the center for meetings, events, and interviews. Once a week, she does something adventurous and exciting and vlogs it for her 500,000 YouTube subscribers. But mostly, she does it for herself. She climbs 3 evenings a week and goes to yoga every morning. Once a month, she'll get out of the city and take a week long trip elsewhere. Often, she squeezes in a day hike. Once a year, she has one big backpacking adventure. In 2019, it was the Camino Ingles. In 2020, the Everest Base Camp. In 2021, the Camino Frances. And in 2022, the Pacific Crest Trail. She is currently working on her book entitled Blank in bookstores fall 2024. She's also the chairperson of Blank, a nonprofit that assists underprivileged Filipinas in gaining funding and support for their education and business ventures. Ay nako, naalala ko na naman yung goals ko.
Diba? Ang saya. It's a
Na-empower ako.
parang kapag nabasa mo to, oh my God, for every one of us who's listening or watching on YouTube, please make yourselves a visual goal, and
Mhm.
you can maybe send us an email, or
Yes!
maybe we can read it on the next episode. Pwede ba yun?
Yes. Let's connect. Let's collect
Oh,
our visual
yes.
ano
Oo, assignment nyo yan.
assignment. Write down what your future is gonna look like a day in your future, and
Yes.
then let us know. You can email us at campconfidenceradio@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram. Any one of us. Like, I just want to read it. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
oo nga. Tsaka parang kapag when you share your dreams and thoughts to everyone, parang ako, like for me, when you read it out loud, parang, oh my God, sige, I wanna support you with whatever endeavor you wanna make. Alam mo yun, parang,
Hi! Ayan na naman tayo. Ito na naman tayo sa ating goals. I love it so much.
love it.
So that is how you stay consistent with self-care.
Sobrang dami ng hinanan.
Sobrang dami nating sinabi.
So I hope that helps, Eric Buckingham. Okay,
Ay.
so sige, next question na tayo. From from Louisa DRN, how do you give yourself grace as you go through transitions?
Ako, I set my expectations kasi I tend to have very high expectations for myself, and I realized over time that life happens and sometimes it doesn't always work out the way we want them to work out. So I give myself kind of this cushion with my expectations. Now I'm like, okay, you have goals, but your timeline can alter and you need to be adaptable. So just be realistic with my expectations. Parang I don't change my goals because I this is what I want to happen. And as long as I'm working towards that, I try to be as kind to myself as possible, knowing that I will have to go through this humanly. I'm not invincible. So therefore, I need to be kinder to myself when I go through these changes.
Yeah, so and also aside from being kind to yourself, sobrang important then na you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable,
Yes.
because when you are trying to reach a goal or when you are trying to reach a dream, it will always be uncomfortable. And it's actually a good sign that you feel uncomfortable because you're making progress. Kasi
Mm-hmm.
ibig sabihin you're out of your comfort zone if you are uncomfortable, and be grateful for that. Always be in a place of gratitude na parang, nahihirapan ako. Thank you kasi at least I'm making progress.
Yeah, it's all about perspective. Ako
Mhm.
iniisip ko rin, like if something is difficult or I have a setback, I always tell myself this is gonna be an interesting chapter in
Mhm.
my autobiography. Wow!
Yes, in my
Diba?
Wikipedia.
Oh my gosh! Dun sa personal life,
Yes.
career.
Oh, 'di ba?
'Di ba? So, ayun, it's all about perspective. Okay,
Exactly.
next question from Gracia, Comia. How can you change back yourself to a better old you when a person changed you into a new bad person? Hmm.
Ako, for me, take it as a phase. Again, para pampadagdag sa Wikipedia mo, para interesting.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah.
again, there are certain people in life that's been thrown to us again for lessons. So after a couple of years, you'll just tell yourself, nalagpasan ko yon. Oh my gosh,
Mm-mm.
I can't believe na love ko siya, pero inaabuso niya ako, yung mga ganon.
Mm-mm.
And then, oh my God, finally, nakalabas na ako sa situation na yun. And I can't believe I loved him so much. Ganun. At least
Wow.
now, I'm a better empowered woman. Diba?
I
So,
think
everything
it's
in
like,
life makes you stronger eh.
mm-hmm.
And yun nga, never ever lower your standards for anyone.
Don't
Tita T,
compromise.
do not
Tita tip.
compromise.
Okay, I'll take that advice. I think we shouldn't let others define ourselves. I
Right.
mean,
Isa pa yan.
events, people, setbacks, beyond our principles, beyond our values, we shouldn't let anything else define us. Because if we think the way you phrase the question, when a person changed you into a bad person, parang when someone else changed you into a bad person, nobody can make you a bad person but yourself. Parang these are our choices. So knowing that everything we do tells us who we are, we should be accountable for our actions and also
Exactly.
realize that this is our decision. We have power over who we want to be. So if you want to be a better person, and all you need is already within you, it's already inside you. You just need to acknowledge that you can be a good person if you choose to be one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oo, sobrang totoo yun. Grabe.
Mm-hmm.
Ay, maraming hugot.
Maraming hugot. And dami natin
Yes.
feelings today.
Oo nga, in all fairness to us today and with the questions.
Mm-hmm. I love this.
Ano pa? Yan. Ano pa next na? Wait lang. So going to our next question from Judy Clarice. On days off, how to keep chill and not feel guilty that you aren't working.
How to keep chill. Hmm. I know. I think it's all about balance. It's all about balance. When you're not working and when you're just relaxing, that doesn't mean you're being unproductive. That means you're taking time to be, to give yourself some fun times, leisure time. It's also important because if you always work and you don't allow yourself to take a break, then in the long run, that's gonna wear you off and dun ka mawawala ng passion eh. Mawawala yung light inside you. So if you have to take time off to maintain that light and that spark, then by all means, chill out.
Yes, but
Mm-hmm.
I also understand where Judy Clarice is coming from because
Mm-hmm.
for me, I am a self-confessed workaholic. I mean, I thrive in working. Dapat lagi akong may ginagawa, dapat lagi akong nag-iisip, ganon.
Mm-hmm.
For the first few, during the first few years of being in business, ganon talaga ako. As in, parang pinapunish ko yung sarili ko kapag weekends hindi ako nag-work or kapag gabi may ginagawa pa rin ako, ganon. Parang
Weekends.
oo. Even actually even up until now, still kind of work every weekend. Pero yun nga, it's a process and I learned how to not be guilty about not working because I realized I can't always be on fire
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay. And I should be allowing myself to be a potato and be in a slump. Alam mo yun? Parang kapag sinasabi na ng katawan mo na, shocks, pagod ka na, you have to rest. Then acknowledge it and go ahead and rest. Kasi for me, resting and sleeping, oh my God, I love sleeping,
Sleeping.
really makes me so productive after that. And yun nga, it might be hard as a workaholic, pero you'll get by. It's self-awareness again na
Mm-hmm.
tama na, dami mo nang ginagawa and you have to honor and thank yourself. Thank your physical body and your brain for always working. And kailangan mo rin ng
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, we really need to take care of ourselves, especially if we want to function at our best level. Kailangan ng rest. It's
Totoo.
a necessity. It's not like you're not spoiling yourself by doing that. You're taking care of yourself. Okay, our second to the last question is from, how do I pronounce this? Viable via ble. Oh my god. Kirona. How to tell your friend that they are too toxic and you want to get rid of them. Have you ever had a friendship breakup?
Oo,
Huh?
marami na rin. Parang sa edad talaga.
And dad?
In my, sa age ko, parang I learned how to not try to please everyone. Kasi ako, admittedly, before, people pleaser talaga ako. Parang I want
Mm-hmm.
everyone to want me, to be nice to me, ganyan, gagawin ko lahat para magustuhan nila ako. Pero, I realized na in life, you also have to protect yourself and again, set boundaries of who you can and who you cannot be. So,
Mm-hmm.
choose your friends wisely. And with Viable's question, ano ba? I You need to talk to them nicely and always come from a place of love and concern. Kasi
Yeah.
baka mamaya meron din silang pinagdadaanan kaya sila
Mm-hmm.
toxic towards you. Uh, Again, baka meron something deeper
Mm-hmm.
and they might be depressed or going through anxiety, and it's really important then to know the reason why they are doing that kasi kung totoong friend sila may intindihan nila yun na kapag kino-confront mo sila na why are you doing this to me, na napapansin ko na medyo harsh na yung words mo towards me and I do not appreciate that, but I also want to understand
Mm-hmm.
why ba't ganito yung mga saan ka nanggagaling ganon. So, just try to be calm and talk to them nicely. And, yun nga, when you sometimes realize kung ano yung dahilan niya, yun na, magabati na kayo or you'll compromise. And, yun nga, kung totoo siyang kaibigan, di ba?
Yeah.
Sasabihin niya rin sa'yo nicely kung ano yung reasons, ganyan. Tsaka ano ba, uh, if ever nga they are going through something, depression or anxiety, it's also very important that you have to be there for them kahit hindi kayo mag-usap, just having someone to be there na nakakatabi nila or something. So,
Mm-hmm. It's true.
I don't know
I,
if that made sense, but
that does, that does. I think with any relationship, communication is key. But I guess if you find yourself na na-communicate mo na lahat and you really tried, like on your side, you really tried and it's still not working, and you want to get rid of them or like maybe detach yourself from their life, I don't know. Like, do you think we owe others an explanation pag ganun, if you want to leave? Or,
siguro you can say them, uh, parang tell them one last time kung ba't ka aalis. Then,
uh
mic drop.
yeah. Kasi at least they know na, okay, this is why I feel this way and this is why I need space from you. Tapos after that, if they still don't understand, then maybe that's a reason, or that's like the sign for you to move on with your life. Kasi ganun talaga eh. Like, as you grow older and as things in your life change, some people, you lose some people. That's just how it is. Sometimes when as we grow older, our circle of friends gets smaller and smaller. But at the same time, we meet new people who will have different roles in our life.
Exactly.
So parang ayun, just take it as it is. That's how life works, and we don't have to ano naman. We don't have to officially break up all the time. Sometimes you just drift apart and have to be thankful na whatever you had before happened in the first place, because obviously it was a good thing, but yeah, we also have to move on for our sake.
Hi, life.
Life.
Okay, so, for our last question from Lay Gonzalez, who do you talk to when you are in a slump?
Mhm. Ako,
Sino?
sino ba kausap ko? Well, ano, I have go-to people for this, especially people who are very much like me. Na yun nga, medyo ako tawag ko naman, I'm a recovering workaholic. Cuz I hit a very difficult slump last year when I was working my ass off to the point na sobrang burnt out ako. I was in Spain. I was working in Spain. I had my day job as a teacher. I had Morena the label, and then I had my YouTube channel. And then I was starting my podcast. Tapos parang ako, gusto ko lang mag-work, mag-work, mag-work to the point na, bakit ko ba ito ginagawa? So, after nun, I tried to find balance. So medyo nag-shift ako ng priority ko. So para ako, how do I find quality of life without sacrificing my sanity, ganyan.
Love.
So I turned to my friends who are much like me. Na ganun din yung mindset. So I have a Virgo friend. So his name's Carlos, and we have biannual dinners na, as in, we talk about our careers, our frustrations, and we're very similar in that way. And it's also a low maintenance friendship na
Mhm.
parang we can talk about our career woes without feeling judged, or feeling like, alam mo yun, parang fineflex mo lang yung ano mo eh, fineflex mo lang yung productivity
Yes.
mo eh.
Totoo, totoo.
So find someone on that level, that same level with you. Yung kung ano man yung commitment mo sa passion mo or sa whatever. Yun. So talk to people who you feel like are in the same place more or less. That's
Mhm.
why I invited Riza to be on this podcast, actually.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because I was watching her YouTube videos and I've been seeing your work on Lana. Tapos parang ako, I feel like she knows what she's doing and I
Oh.
feel like I could get good advice. So
Ah,
ayun,
madalas hindi rin. I just wing it.
you just wing it. Pero ano eh, I mean, I feel like you're in that journey too. And you have your shit together. So
Not all the time, but I
not
would
all
love
the
to
time.
share all the hacks and tips with you guys. And thank you so much, Ayin. Alam nyo ba, nung tumawag si Ayin, sobrang kilig na kilig ako kasi I have been following her on YouTube as well. Kasi nga, finally someone who has great content, 'di ba? Sa Philippines. So, ayun nga. Uh, Love it. And ako naman siguro when I'm in a slump, parang pareho din tayo, Yin. I talk to my sister naman. She's my accountability partner for goals.
Aw.
So we have this journal na we plan all our goals, we set our expectations, blah blah blah, and then we do quarterly check-ins naman. Na kamusta na to? Ito yung goal mo, anong ginawa mo towards that? Eto ba, is-scrap ba natin to or will we continue this? Ganun. Tapos very logical and objective din yung pag-assess namin. Parang
Mhm.
performance review sa
Ang
life.
saya.
Ganun. Yun. So, yun kami ng sister ko. But kapag mga tinatamad na days or what do you call this, couch potato days, I talk to my husband. Uh, life coach ko siya. Life coach, business coach, lahat na. And very logical person din kasi si Josh. And, nire-remind niya ako lagi, anong mararamdaman mo kapag if you feel, kapag hindi mo to ginawa, or anong mararamdaman mo pag ginawa mo to. And my mom also, I talk to my
Mhm.
mom. I love my mom. Belated Happy Mother's
Yeah.
Day to all moms out here.
Yes.
Sobrang precious nila, no? Parang
Mm.
we don't even deserve them. Anyway, yun, I talk to my mom, I talk about my feelings, I talk about my emotions and stuff. Yun. Yun siguro yung ginagawa ko when I'm in a bad mood or
Yeah.
I'm not on fire. So,
I feel like we have different people in our lives for different reasons.
totoo.
So depending on what that slump is, we usually have a go-to person.
Exactly.
Natutunan ko yan when I became single because I used to be the kind of person whose life revolved around their significant other. So before, yung mga relationships ko, parang lagi ako nagde-depend sa kanila for whatever reason. Business or school or romantic life. Ganyan. Parang laging, I had one person for everything. But then when I became single for the first time in a long time, noong 2017, that's when I reached out to my friends again. So my friends, my family, yun, my mom, my sister, my brother, my dad. As in, iba-iba sila ng role sa life ko na natutunan kong in-nurture over time. So, ayun, dun ko natutunan yung how relationships really have a specific role for every area na hindi
Totoo
mo
yan.
pwede i-take for granted. So,
Totoo. Still
lots of
so
love.
precious.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Ay.
There we go. Ayan, we've
Made
answered
it
all of our questions.
14
So,
questions for today.
uh-huh, so
I love
productive.
it.
Okay, so for our gems, we have one each. So
Mm.
these are books, podcasts, any recommendations that we have for you that might help you with your lives. So Riza, what's your gem for the
Ako,
week?
ang gem ko for this week is a book called Rest. Why You Get More Done When You Work Less by Alex Sujung Kim Pang. Ayun. Kasi dito, yung overview niya is parang sabi, sa ngayon, overworking is the new normal. Parang
Mm-hmm.
cool ka if, I'm
Yeah.
busy doing things. I'm so productive. I haven't had an off for a long, 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 long time. Pero hindi daw talaga dapat ganun.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like productive ka kapag busy ka, but it's really not. And you have to have deliberate rest. Deliberate rest.
Yeah.
Yun daw talaga ang true key for productivity, and eventually it will give you more energy and mental clarity. Sobrang important nun sa akin.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll get sharper ideas as well, especially for the business owners right here. You always have to protect your creativity, and kung lahat ay pwedeng mga i-delegate nyo na,
Mm-hmm.
kasi you also have to protect your mental health, your physical health as well. So take time for rest.
That's the perfect book for you.
Sobrang ironic, to be honest, kasi sa ngayon I have been working from 9 a.m. to 1 a.m. for a week, more than a week now. Talagang hindi ko
Oh my
tinutupad yung
gosh.
advice ko. Uh, Sobrang ironic kasi we have been fulfilling orders nga for Mink and Lana. And kami lang yung nandito sa bahay. And I'm very, very thankful for that. I'm always coming from a place of gratitude.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah, ikaw, ay, what's yours?
Oh, mine. Mine is also a book kasi na-inspire ako sa book mo. Mine is uh Project Happiness. The Happiness Project, sorry. The Happiness Project. You know the Happiness Project, diba? Gretchen Rubin. So it's been a favorite for a long time. So basically what Gretchen does in the book is she hits a reset basically. Parang ni-reset niya yung life niya. And she does this by doing a year of happiness projects. So per month, she focuses on one area of her life. So she starts with exercise and then relationships and so on and so forth. And I think she does a really good job at parang hinihimay niya yung mga areas ng life and why it's so important to build a good foundation for them to have a holistic life na talagang hindi lang productive but happy.
Mm.
Kasi at the end of the day, 'di ba, we all just wanna be happy. So ayun, if you want an inspirational book that will help you design your life the way you want it to be and hit reset, I highly recommend The Happiness Project.
Ganda nga niyan. Love it.
Did you read it na?
Yes, yes, I did. Parang sobrang na-realize ko din na ano ba talagang end goal ko?
Yeah.
What's
Mhm.
your end goal in life? And ako talaga, happiness talaga at the end of the day. If you strip down all the recognition, all the brands, all the things that's going on in your life, yun pa rin talaga yung gusto ko, happiness. Pero ang
You just
hirap
want to be
hanapin
happy.
yan.
Mhm.
And all the best to us.
All the best to us. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Camp Confidence Radio. Please don't forget to share and tag us on Instagram at Camp Confidence Radio if you're tuned in.
And if you want to be part of our future episodes, you can join us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/groups/campconfidence to join discussions and to submit community questions.
You can also follow me, Ayin, at Ayin BERNOS and at Morena the Label on Instagram.
And me, Riza, at RizaLana, at lana.ph, at link.ph on Instagram. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye! Bye!